All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. My name is Dean Quick, and I'm the board certified music therapist for Levine Cancer Institute, and this is Music Therapy for Self-Care. I'm glad you've joined me today, and just a reminder, Tuesdays and Thursdays are our days for song discussion and sharing. And just a reminder that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are live music relaxation, where I compose music in the moment and I pair it with imagery for relaxation, stress relief, and or increased focus. Hope you're all having a good week so far, though we are in the very beginning of the week. It can only be better as the times are as strange as they are. So before I get into the song today, I wanted to share that on the song discussion class for this upcoming Thursday, I will feature Hannah Coleman. She's a music therapist in Cleveland County, North Carolina. I've known her for quite some time, and you don't want to miss it. Today, I'm sharing with you a song from one of my all-time top 5, maybe even top 3 favorite songwriters of all time. And if you've ever spent any time with me personally, then I may have mentioned this person very quickly when our conversation drifted to music. And the conversation tends to always drift to music for me and the people with whom I connect. And this artist is Tom Waits. So if you're not familiar, he has a grumbly voice. He once said that he writes, it's something like beautiful melodies about terrible things, something like that. And used to be a chain smoker. He drinks a lot of whiskey, sings in diners. He's probably one of the most underrated, though highly appreciated artists, because tons of people cover his music and of our lifetime. So in my opinion, he really should have been the first songwriter to win the Nobel Prize in Literature instead of Dylan, but I don't really get a vote there. So some of the reasons I love Tom Waits is his persona, and most importantly, it's his songwriting ability. And I'm a sucker for any type of ballad, but I think his ballads are most popular from his catalog, and his catalog ranges from melancholy to film scoring to strange and beautiful. And yeah, some people can't get past his grumbly voice, and I will not be singing with a grumbly voice today. I'm sharing a song that's not necessarily a song to use when coping with the stressors related to COVID-19, though the theme of longing certainly is validating in this time. It's a beautiful song that I've loved for many years, and I felt really strongly compelled to share it with you today. And it's a love song that everyone should hear at least once. I thought it might be a nice distraction from everything else going on. So in that way, maybe the distraction can be a form of coping. And if you're watching this, then you've already committed to taking time for yourself, and that in of itself is coping positively. So the song is called Fish and Bird, and it's featured on Tom Waits' 14th studio album. It came out in 2002. And there were a lot of songs on the album, which is called Alice, that were the soundtrack for the play Alice. And this album was co-released with Waits' other album called Blood Money. Fish and Bird, this song is a story of longing, which I've noted in the title of the stream. And it's a tale of two lovers who live in two very different worlds. Much like Romeo and Juliet. And the lovers in the story are, as the title states, a fish and a bird, or it's a whale and a bird. So birds can't live in the ocean and whales can't live in the sky, which is actually one of the lyrics. So the whale is so sad that the ocean is just filled with tears. And so the song starts, and the setup for the song is someone buys a round in a bar, a round of drinks for a sailor. And the story of this song of the fish and the bird is from the sailor's perspective. And though it isn't explicitly stated, the sailor himself is likely one of the subjects in the story of the song. And the song itself and the story is his lamentation and longing for a love, though long lost, a love that he never really let go of. So, without any further delay, I have for you here Fish and Bird by Tom Waits. They bought a round for the sailor, and they heard his tale of a world that was so far away, and a song that we'd never heard, a song of a little bird that fell in love with a whale. He said, "You cannot live in the ocean," and she said to him, "You never can live in the sky, but the ocean is filled with tears, and the sea turns into a mirror. There's a whale in the moon when it's clear, and a bird on the tide. Oh, please don't cry, let me dry your eyes." Here we go. So tell me that you will wait for me, hold me in your arms. I promise we never will part. I'll never sail back to the time, but I'll always pretend you're mine. Though I know that we both must part, you can live in my heart. Oh, please don't cry, let me dry your eyes, and tell me that you will wait for me, hold me in your arms. I promise we never will part. I'll never sail back to the time, I'll always pretend you're mine. I know that we both must part. You can live in my heart. All right, that is one of my absolute favorite ballads ever written, and I'm glad I could share it with you today. Thanks for joining me if you joined me live. Thanks for joining me if you are watching it after the fact. You might notice I got a little change of scenery. I was noticing some lag with my Wi-Fi signal across the house, so I moved to where I could plug into the router and hopefully have a better stream. And this is where we'll be from now on. It's a nice change of scenery for me too. And anyways, tomorrow we'll have live music assisted relaxation. And then again on Thursday, we will have song discussion. And like I had mentioned earlier, I will have on Hannah Coleman, who's a music therapist in Cleveland County, talking about a particular song she's sharing, and then also talking about control and navigating these waters of control and lack of control during the pandemic. So I hope you'll join me on Thursday when I have on Hannah, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Take care.